Today is Thursday, the 27th day of February 2025, and potentially, today's Thursday. So today is the second to last stream I will be doing in Black History Month. And I had some computer issues, so I'm way later than usual. I'm gonna be on time tomorrow, but hey, look, it is what it is. But you know what isn't what it is? You know who isn't taking it is what it is attitude approach to today's situation? The over 30 Apex Legends voice actors who have refused to sign an agreement that will see them give up our expertise to train generative AI that will replace us tomorrow. Now, the number one thing I want to highlight about this article is I don't want to be like a fearmonger, but at the end of the day, I'm not a delusional person. Like me, I'm an optimistic person. I hope that the way that AI will be used is more so in a sense of it'll be like assistive with work, and it'll make tasks that were previously a bit more difficult a slight bit easier. But the thing about optimism is for like stuff you can control. When it's something you can't control, optimism ain't always the route to go. So I'm pretty sure a lot of them are shaking in their boots, they're shivering their timbers and hoping and praying that they could get all of this, all of whatever's going on under lock and key and under control. Reality of it is, it's a low likelihood that they ever get it under control, because I seen a study that said something like 60 to 50% of people can't tell the difference between an AI picture and a real picture. So anyway, that's as per voice actor Pascal Sherman Wraith, who in a post to Instagram, translated here by Reset Era user, that person has been given an offer she and 31 of her colleagues can absolutely refuse. They said we are turning that shit down with the quickness, which honestly I would too, because what the fuck, like, all right, so like if you're at a job, right, and you have to train your replacement, some people take insult to that. Not only are you asking people to train their replacement, you're asking people to train a replacement that's a robot. Like, you see the issue with that? You see why people might not like that? You see why people may be a little bit uncomfortable with that? Anyway, it should be noted that Sherman has not confirmed that this agreement came from EA or that it's for Apex Legends, but it's the game her tagged colleagues all share in common. Okay, so she didn't say this, but the power of common sense and deduction is leading them to this conclusion. The 6-year-long role she later cites also aligns with the release date of Apex Legends, which came out in 2019. Why can't I hear anything? Oh, it's just low. And launched with the character she voice acts. The studio sent me and 31 other voice actors in the cast an email containing the annex of confidentiality and a handover directly from the publisher. So they said this came straight down from the straight down. She's probably not saying names and stuff like that because she don't want to get sued, but I don't really know if EA would actually want to pursue a lawsuit because of like optics. Companies care about shit like optics, but I don't know. From the publisher, I needed to accept these terms before being able to go to work. I thought so when I read through them, and a legal expert specialized in audiovisual confirmed it. These terms weren't acceptable. Damn. Hold on. Where's the Qaptain button? Always have a lawyer read over your contracts. Always have a lawyer read over your contracts. Always have a lawyer read over your contracts. Always have a lawyer read over your contracts, because stuff you may not be able to understand, legal workaround, yappity yibbity yapper, jibber jabber jargon that's in there to confuse somebody who hasn't studied or practiced law and stuff like that, might be able to hide some bullshit. And there's a case where it hit some bullshit and the lawyer read through it and said, fuck no, don't accept this deal. You accept this deal, you're gonna be running around like a goddamn Cash Money member that isn't Lil Wayne, Drake, Nicki. There's a lot of members in Cash Money. Now, people in my age range probably don't know that, but go back and listen to Bedrock. Look at how many names was on that song. Now tell me how many of those names you heard a song from recently. Nicki Minaj, Drake. Everybody else in there, you ain't heard the song. Well, actually, niggas probably heard Lil Wayne's song. I haven't. But Lil Wayne, Drake. Exactly. Y'all niggas do not remember Gutter Gutter. You niggas do not remember Lloyd. Lloyd with 2 L's. Lloyd. Y'all niggas don't remember him. Gutter Gutter got a nigga grocery bag. That's all niggas know about Gutter Gutter. Tell them, name me one Gutter mixtape. Matter of fact, cheat code, name me 2. Exactly. Anyway, you get my point though. I was now forced to give up the role I had been working on for almost 6 years. In no way could I force the rest of the casting members to do the same. Yeah, because if you accept it, they're gonna use you, bitch. Because if you accept it, they're gonna use you as an example and say, well, she accepted it. Why wouldn't you accept it? Y'all working on the same game, y'all colleagues. So she's looking out for her fellow person. If this is true, fucking fire. That's fucking fire. She said, I'm not gonna be the one to fuck it up for everybody else. I respect the fuck out of that, if it's true. I wasn't there. In no way could I force the rest of the casting members to do the same, but one thing was certain. If we all refuse, it could maybe have an impact. Otherwise, it would be in vain. Yes, it can have an impact, but what exactly would be that impact? Because in an ideal world, I hope that when y'all all refuse, that y'all do all refuse. I hope that when y'all refuse, that they actually take heed to it and go, you know what, my bad. Let's not try and throw the talent off of the game. Let's try and move forward. Now, as a person who's an adult, what's probably gonna happen, if the first option doesn't happen, the least likely option doesn't happen, is they're either going to recast him or say, bye nigga, we got all the voice lines we need from you. Fuck you. Those are way more likely. Either that or they're gonna try and up the price to try and get on a buy. But if not, like, bro, Apex Legends is not a story game. I've never in my life heard a nigga say, yo, bro, my favorite thing about Apex Legends is the lore. I've never even heard a nigga talk about Apex Legends lore. Nobody cares. Nobody gives a fuck. Nobody cares. A bunch of niggas in the arena shooting at each other. Who gives a fuck? The winner goes home with a lot of money. And sometimes they come back and try and win more money. No, that's it. Nobody cares. So I don't know if this is a situation of, in terms of their perceived value, if this is a situation of they value themselves more than the company values them, or if this is a situation of me, the player, not valuing it. Now, I'm not saying they did bad work or anything like that, but I'm just saying, like, who the fuck cares about the Apex Legends story mode? Like, in terms of the industry, them doing this, yes, amazing thing. But in terms of Apex Legends, anyway, we wrote a collective letter of refusal. Okay, so apparently they are on board. If they wrote a collective letter of refusal, if all 31 of the voice actors in that game came together and said, nigga, no, get that bullshit out of here. Send that shit to the rafters. Get the fuck out of here! If they all collectively came together and said fuck no to this, then yeah, they're all on one accord. They're moving as a unit. Maybe this will set an industry standard. A letter of refusal that we sent to the publisher and are waiting for an answer. If we weren't united now so that a clause that protects our voices can be officially added in our contracts, and not just for us here, but for every video game dubbing studio, we'll never get one and will be heading for a disaster. Another piece of perspective I want to add to this is the way that the revolutions in the whole AI space, in terms of not only like AI large language models, like AI chatbots like GPT, Perplexity, Claude, Copilot, all that stuff, DeepSeek, not only has that technology advanced because of stolen work, it is still primarily a field built off of stolen work. And then the what you call it, I know as far as the US goes, the copyright office in the US says, yo, anything AI generated, you officially, you can't copyright anything that's AI generated. So I think the reason why they're like trying to put clauses in the contracts and stuff like that is because they're trying to do it the legal route, they're trying to do it the ethical route, but if that don't work, it's better. What's the phrase? I forgot what the phrase exactly is, but it's something along the lines of you're better off asking for forgiveness than asking for permission. Oh yeah, I'd rather ask for forgiveness than ask for permission. That's what it is. So they're basically asking for permission, and if you don't give them permission, they're probably gonna turn around and do it any fucking way. They're just saying, hey, you want to make some bread off of us doing this bullshit? The implication, it seems, is that EA was asking the game's French cast to allow their voices to be used to train generative AI, the kind that could be used to replace them. Which is, yeah, the biggest fear, because, like, the voice actor industry is already fucked up enough as it is. Like, nigga, the job market, period, in general, for everything is fucked up as it is, because there's a lot of companies trying to consolidate jobs with AI. Like, that makes fucking sense. And like, it's already hard enough to get work, and then AI voices and shit like that. Like, it's already hard enough to get work as it is before the AI shit. Then AI is just making it harder. Then they're asking you, and they're basically coming in your face and saying, hey, can we replace you? Nigga, hell no. We aren't simply asked to work. Yeah, we aren't simply asked to work. We are asked to give up our expertise to train AI that will replace us tomorrow. And what did I say earlier? Most people don't like to train their replacements. I would imagine voice actors wouldn't either, because that's how they eat, and they live in an industry that's based off of contracts, and that is already shaky. You think they want to train AI on their voices to make it even shakier and make it get to the point to where they can't even make money off their own vocal cords? Fuck out of here. Suck my whole dick. All sides of it. We are asked to agree to what we specifically fight against. We were asked to shoot ourselves in the foot. We are asked to support AI. And oh no, it's more. She later wrote on Zitter. Let me see the direct translation from Zitter itself, because from what I heard is usually nope, I had to read the translation. Never mind. Video game publishers want to force their way through, but to accept would be to give up in the short term. Our profession, it would be accepting being replaced by a machine, which they're trying their damned best to do. But like she said, we're not just gonna give away our ability to eat for free. Like, nigga, you gonna have to come rustle this shit out my body while I'm dying. They've contacted EA for comment, but given the public support by her and her contemporaries, and EA's literal stated aims to use AI as quickly as possible, I'm personally willing to take this at face value. Oh yeah, that was a thing earlier in the year. Yeah. This just proves what I was saying like 10 seconds ago. A lot of these companies are trying to consolidate jobs with AI as much as possible so they could cheap out and just, they basically want to make it so that money just infinitely generates for them. But I want to say that's not how it works, but reality is they can make it work, because anything you make work can work. Don't skip out on a lesson. Anyway, in which case I am very both tired and not particularly surprised. Me neither. Last October, EA CAO stated rather ominously that large systematic changes required after the game didn't hit its microtransaction targets. You know what that means? That means either they're in the red or they're about to start going in the red, trying to keep this game up and trying to keep this game afloat. And they're saying, hey, to help ourselves get out of the red, we want to cut costs as much as we can. And with this AI generated voice stuff, we think we could cut costs on the voice actor tip. Which, in a business sense, you would be a dumbass not to try. But in terms of like a industry, how much pushback you're gonna get since, it's fucking stupid. Because not only are you gonna get pushback, A, B, like, how do I put this? It's gonna blow up in your face. Like, you're trying to improve something that isn't improved. Like, Apex Legends has just run its fucking course. Y'all need to come up with something new, because that game is done. It's fried, it's cooked, it's in a pan, sizzling. The shit is dead. It's dead, it's done. I'm not saying dead in terms of like it's completely Jover, it's not possible to turn it around. I'm saying it's dead in terms of forever you're just gonna stagnate unless you do some revolutionary, mind-blowing magic that changes up the way that the gaming industry treats video games. Apex is never gonna have a player spike that goes up. Okay, it's fucking done. Again, when I say dead, I don't mean nobody's playing the game. I just mean nobody new's gonna play the game. Like, nobody who hasn't already played Apex is sitting down, oh boy, I want to try Apex for the first time. All the fans you have, all the fans you already have are basically the fans you're gonna have, and you're just trying to keep shit afloat. What y'all need to do is make another game. If y'all want some suggestions on new games y'all can make, maybe a game that has a name that has to do with objects, you know, going closer to the earth, and very large people that are based in Greek mythology and fought against the Olympian gods. Maybe make a third edition of a game and you're in a prior series, because like one thing that's a big trend in the industry is instead of making a new IP, making sequels. So maybe you can make a sequel to an older game that has something to do with large beings that fought the god. That's Titan. What is it called when something goes towards Earth gravity? Oh, that's called falling. And then sequels. Oh, y'all can make a Titanfall 3. Hopefully, now that I've had my fun with Apex, hopefully the doors get shut on Apex and they make a fucking Titanfall 3. I'm tired of this goddamn game. This shit been out for 100 years. Titanfall 2 is damn near that game. It's borderline unplayable from what I remember. Like, I think they shut the servers off or some shit like that. How about you cut on some new servers on a new game? While I'm sure EA and many other publishers who care primarily about the line going up, the profit line, would stand to gain via short-term savings by no longer needing to pay as voice actors or needing to pay them as little. This whole thing is just tremendously short-sighted. It is, because like in the long term, right? Let's say you go the whole AI voice actor route. Let's say that's something that you do. You don't legally are incapable of owning the copyrights to those voice lines. So if somebody decides, fuck it, I'm gonna remake bootleg Apex Legends and I'm gonna take all the AI generated voice lines and put them in my game, you ain't gonna be able to do shit about it. And you can't copyright infringement them for using the same voice lines as your game. Nigga, it's AI. There is no copyright. So again, this shit is short-sighted. Whether they get approval or not, short-sighted. Anytime a company needs to save money in the modern era of game development, it seems institutional knowledge and long-held voice talent is the first to go. Basically, they will fire every fucking body on the staff they can to get the line to go up, but you can't fire everybody on the staff because there's a lot of people on the staff that make your game go up. And one thing that's just in the industry in general, like any industry where there's a lot of degrees and stuff like that, is they always want younger and younger individuals to come in the door, because the longer you stay at a company, the more they have to pay you. So for example, let's say I've been at this company for 15 years. I started off making $16 and I got all the way up to $25, right? I went from making $16 an hour to $25 an hour. If they fire me and get somebody new in the door, guess what? They could take one of the previous employees that was next in line that was making, I don't know, 20, give that motherfucker 22, get a new person in the door to make 16. Everything's cheap again, and you still got shit running. That's why, like they said, they try and get rid of the talent. The long held positions, they get rid of those first, because they go, oh, we can replace you. It won't be noticeable. Even putting aside ethical concerns, which you shouldn't, obviously, AI voice work is generally unappealing to listen to, even when it's higher fidelity than the alternative. That's a matter of current technological limitations. In due time, it'll be the same fucking thing. Like, look at One example that like a lot of people in the technology space point to is look at the whole AI spaghetti Will Smith thing. A couple years ago, we looked at AI spaghetti Will Smith and said that AI or AI video shit will forever be ass. Look at where it's at now. Like I said earlier, like 50% of people can't even tell the fucking difference. The genuine heart and soul put into performances like Neil Newborn's Asterion can't be replaced by a prompt. Now. It can't be replaced by a prompt. Now. Is shaving off margins for your next quarter really worth permanently making your game sound like a cheap plastic imitation of itself? Yeah, I will answer that. For them, yes. Yes. Because again, most people can't tell the difference between AI video and regular video. And quite frankly, as long as it looks and feels good, they don't give a fuck. We, you, the viewer, and me, people who are likely more into an understanding of technology and why AI has a lot of downsides, we see what's wrong with it. But the average person doesn't know AI, doesn't know what the fuck AI has to do with pollution. They don't know how the hell AI is taking people's jobs. All they know about AI is it does stuff. They don't even know what the fuck stuff is. They just know it does stuff. So you gotta remember, bro, not everybody is into technology and stuff like that. So you may notice it, but the average person won't. It's like, it's the same thing as like being a movie critic versus a movie watcher. That's why when you go on Rotten Tomatoes, they got a user score and they got a critic score. Because there are some movies that when you think critically about it and look at it, you go, wow, this shit is fucking garbage. And if you take into consideration and compare and contrast it to other movies that you hold up in a great light, you'll realize a lot of movies that you like are fucking terrible in a critical sense. But just because it's terrible, that don't make me stop enjoying it. It's like some things are guilty pleasures. Some things are so bad it's good. Like, for example, Dolomite, The Room. Those are two films that are critically fucking terrible movies. But people love those movies. Why? Because it's so bad it's good. So, or even Pootie Tang. Pootie Tang, critically, is a fucking horrible movie. But is that shit funny? Yes. Yes. It is very fucking funny. So, it's a thing of like, bro, people ain't gonna notice. Like, you're going to hear it and notice that it sounds like a cheap plastic imitation. Yes. But the average nigga playing this game won't know that it sounds like a cheap plastic imitation. Oh no, this was supposed to be at the end. I forgot to reorder that. Something I didn't forget to reorder though was how Power World Studios is giving their developers the day off to play Monster Hunter Wilds. So if you're not familiar, basically Monster Hunter Wilds comes out tomorrow. Yeah, it comes out tomorrow on Friday, which is the last day of Black History Month, 28th. We're gonna slay the snow bunnies on the 28th. And they said that they've been getting a lot of mysterious notices from their staff saying they may be ill on Friday. That's fucking funny. How you gonna tell a nigga I'm gonna be sick tomorrow? What, nigga? You can predict your sickness? You can plan when you're sick? You could be like, nah, I'm gonna be sick on Friday. The fuck? I don't want to read this article. I just kind of wanted to bring this up because that's funny as fuck. Because I remember in 2020 when Cyberpunk came out, right before we saw what it launched like, they deadass released a form where people could fill it out and put their name in saying, hey, boss, it's up to you to approve the time. One second. Like I was saying, I was saying something about Cyberpunk. Oh, they had the form where you could fill it out for if you were gonna trigger off of work. Basically, the form was like, hey, nigga, whatever you do, it doesn't matter. this day I will be in the crib playing this new game release, whether you like it or not. And I guess they got a lot. Let me see how many did they get. Studios officials shared a memo which is being sent to staff informing them that Friday will be a holiday day. While it doesn't explicitly confirm that the day off is for the release of Wilds, the memo jokes that some employees have been suggesting in advance they might be sick on Friday so they could buy and play the game. Recording the 28th of February, we have received a series of mysterious reports that on many employees that will feel unwell tomorrow, so the company has decided to institute a special holiday. Yo, imagine how fucking fire of a job that would be to have, yes, a game that we know everybody is playing day. Because, like, keep in mind, Pocket Pair Studios is a studio full of game developers, and despite what some of y'all may think, it's the journalists that suck at their games, not developers. Developers are usually absolutely cracked at their fucking game. They're not top 500 most of the time, but they are really fucking cracked at their games, alright? You know how they got cracked at games? By playing games. Follow along with me. Game developers play video games. That's right. Why do you think they make them? Because they love them so much. But yeah, that's kind of fucking funny. I gotta do something real quick. I'll be back. I'll be back. Bitch ass boy. Grab my whole shit. Wait. Whoa. Alright. I'll be right back. Come on, buddy. Buddy, you want Lappy or you want Sword? Okay, Lappy. Come on. Lappy? Lappy? Okay. Jump up. Ow! You kicked me too! Nigga feeling mutual. Bitch head pup. Funky pup. Anyway. Ah, fuck it, whatever. I don't know what I was talking about last, but I know what I'm about to talk about next real quick. Splitgate 2. I don't know how many of y'all care, but Splitgate 2, they got an alpha out right now. I don't know how long it's gonna last. Given that this is an early playtest, the FPS is already bursting with molds. So I consider alphas like this soft launches, but we gonna see what the alpha is when I boot it up. Cause I'm gonna boot it up on stream and I'm gonna try it out. Then after that, we're going to Marvel Rivals. I want to know how long it lasts. Let's get straight into what this new fresh playtest for Splitgate. How long does it last? The original, blah 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 blah. Slick Portal now. Alpha test going live. Yeah, I'm about to ask Perplexity. What is it? What is it? Open alpha, it starts today and it's scheduled to end March 2nd. So that's over the weekend till Monday, I think. Oh no, till Sunday. So y'all got from today the 27th to Sunday the 2nd to play Splitgate. But something you're not gonna have that time frame for is to enjoy Shrek. Shrek is love, Shrek is life, and Shrek is fun! Let's watch the Shrek 5 trailer, y'all. Now I already seen it, but I just wanted to say, like, actually I technically don't even have to watch it. I'm pretty sure you fucking seen it. If you didn't, you could probably look it up, because now that I think about it, it would be real cumbersome to deal with a copyright strike for a 27-second video. But Zendaya's in it. Zendaya's in it. Look, Zendaya is in it. Where is it? Cameron Diaz. Didn't he? That nigga did the voice acting from his island on Cuba, from his home in Cuba with Tupac. The fuck? I thought that nigga passed. Oh, my stupid ass. That's Boyce. Y'all can laugh. Y'all can laugh. I ain't even gonna say fuck y'all on that one. I genuinely made a dumbass mistake by even letting that fly out my mouth. Oh yeah, this was... Oh, my stupid ass. I had it here. Before the polls close on March 3rd, ass tier rap music. You know what that means. Time to hop on this motherfucker. We gonna see if these bitches fire or not. And if you're in a Twitch stream, all you have to do is hit reload to keep watching the stream. If you're on YouTube, hitting reload is just gonna restart the video. I don't know what to tell you, big dog. Either that or it's gonna fuck up your playlist. That being said, oh shit, why did I put the game on Marvel Rivals? I need to switch it to Splitgate. Stop streaming.